Hey guys, today we're checking out some more Star Trek The Next Generation Season 3.
Captain's log, stardate 43685.2.
Is that a Klingon ship?
As part of an exchange program, we are taking aboard a Klingon officer to return the recent visit of Commander Riker to the cruiser Pach.
Yes! I love that episode.
Pach will prove invaluable during the commander's tour. Be sure the crew are prepared for any unusual orders.
Commander Kern is ready for transport,
Where is
Captain.
O'Brien?
Energize.
Energize. They don't always say energize, but I love when they do. Alright, we got Klingons in the mix.
Welcome aboard the Enterprise, Commander. I'm Captain Picard. This is Commander William Riker. He will be yielding the first
kind of
officer's
handsome.
position to you.
May I take my station, sir?
I thought I might show you to your quarters first.
I am ready for duty, sir.
She doesn't even want to talk to him. The music's making me feel like something's off.
You will address me as Commander or Sir at all times. I am fully aware of all Starfleet regulations. It is my intention to bring a sense of discipline. With your
Wow.
permission, of course, Captain.
Oh, by all means, Commander.
I feel like he's amused.
Then take us to the outer cometary cloud, Commander.
Set course 114 Mach 230.
Aye, sir.
Execute.
Engaged.
Increasing to 1/3 impulse power, sir.
So what does Riker do? Just chill? Do nothing? It's called Sins of the Father. I thought maybe we would have somebody's dad in the mix or something. Maybe it's a religion thing. I'm not sure. We will see.
Space. The final frontier. To seek out new life and new civilization.
To boldly go where no one has gone before. Okay, we're in 10 forward.
Mind if I join you?
Guinan?
No, sir.
Louder.
Is there something wrong with Commander Kern, perhaps?
Every time I respond to an order, he jumps down my throat.
Sup, Jordy?
Problem, Jordy?
Yes, sir.
He's
It's our
mad.
new first officer.
Hates him.
He's been leaning into everybody pretty hard.
Except the one guy who wouldn't really mind it.
Worf?
Sensors picking up asteroidal debris ahead, Commander. Can you identify the coordinates, Mr. Worf?
Is this a Worf episode?
Very good, Lieutenant. You handled that well.
Is he patronizing him? Worf's biting his tongue. Interesting.
I would like to make one suggestion, sir.
A suggestion?
This is not a Klingon ship, sir.
If it were a Klingon ship, I would have killed you for offering your suggestion.
Wow, I see. So that's like very insulting to suggest that he has a weakness of any kind, I suppose.
The order is not palatable. What is it?
It's a favorite of mine. Our replicator has never done it
loves
justice,
caviar.
but I managed to store a few cases for special occasions.
Picard's really trying. I mean, this guy's making an effort. He's trying the food. He's trying to be polite there. Okay, okay.
Commander certainly appears to have the crew on its toes, sir.
And then some. No offense.
None taken. I never killed anyone at the supper table, Mr. LaForge.
Civil. Look at those forks.
Don't you like it, Commander?
Our food has much more taste to it. While I'm sure this is well prepared, it is much too bland for the stomach of a Klingon.
Seems to agree with Worf.
Is he just gonna say he's not a good Klingon?
It is not the ship of a warrior, not the ship of a Klingon.
They are of a
Personal?
personal nature, sir.
Personal. Does he know his own backstory very well?
I am a Klingon. Really? Perhaps your blood has thinned in this environment. I simply didn't want to hurt you.
They're gonna fight about it.
So your blood is not so thin after all. I am a Klingon.
He
If you
is.
doubted, a demonstration can be arranged. That is the response of a Klingon. The response I would expect from my older brother.
His brother. Well, maybe this is good. His older brother. He'll have a family.
It was not until I reached the age of ascension that I was told the truth.
So
see.
you asked to serve aboard the Enterprise, to watch me.
To see what kind of Klingon you were, or if you were a Klingon at all.
What does he want from him?
The challenge is yours to make.
Challenge.
Challenge.
Ooh, it's Klingon stuff.
Klingon High Council has judged our father a traitor to the Empire.
Oh.
Aiding and abetting the Romulan attack on the Kittimar outpost.
No.
The charge has been made by Duras, the son of my father's greatest rival. It is my responsibility to clear his name or answer for his crimes.
The first crimes? No.
If I fail in my challenge, I will be executed.
Um,
Will you grant my leave, Captain?
No.
No!
Your actions in this matter will reflect on this ship and on the Federation. Therefore, it seems only appropriate that your captain should be at your side while you make your challenge.
He's gonna go with them. These guys are family.
The two sons of Mog, together.
For the proceedings, you will not reveal your true father.
I must,
You will not.
Why?
because it would mean my death as well if you fail.
Oh.
I insist.
On this ship, you are my commander, and I obey.
But he's the older brother.
In council chambers, you are my Chadich. You do not insist. You obey.
He does know the Klingon rules. He's studied them. I'm happy that Worf has a brother. I hope this guy doesn't die, though. Now I'm thinking he might die.
I am Worf, son of Mog. I have come to challenge the lies that have been spoken of my father.
Mama!
Why do you come before us, Commander?
I am Kern, son of
It's
Lord.
Chadich.
I will stand by Worf's side. I am Chadich.
Wonder what this trial is gonna be like. I assumed it was just a fight.
My heart is of this world. My blood is as yours.
Yet, you come to us wearing a child's uniform.
Don't diss the uniform.
I am Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the Enterprise. Your words mean nothing here.
Do not disrespect Picard.
It is my greatest wish that this council, in its wisdom, will clear his family name and return him to duty.
Trust of a commanding officer.
That was nice.
The traitor Mog sent the defense access codes to the Romulan patrol ships, allowing them to destroy the outpost.
Bull.
Thousands died on Kittimer.
Including himself. Come on.
You are a fool, and your challenge can only result in a fool's death.
It is a good day to die, Duras, and the day is not yet over.
He's not afraid. Worf is brave. I really thought the trial would be like trial by combat.
Mr. Data,
Find out everything you can about the destruction of the Kittimer outpost,
Yeah, let's get the real story.
and tactics and strategic information on the region, and request access to the Klingon Central Information Net. Computer, presentation overview of Klingon custom and law pertaining to familial accountability.
Accessing.
Familial accountability. He's gonna defend him. He's preparing legal strategy.
I am Klingon.
Of that I have no question.
Huh.
But your life in the Federation would not be affected by this judgment.
My father
Is dead.
Wow.
He died.
There's nothing you can do about it.
I knew your father. We must let the past be. If you leave before the Magma, no shame will come upon you. The challenge will be forgotten.
Why would you ask me to lay aside the honor of my father?
Because he knows he's gonna have to die.
I know who you are, Kern.
He does?
Son of Mo. What? It was a wise choice to hide your family name. You can still be safe. Let him stand alone.
He is my brother.
Oh.
I will not betray him.
I'm afraid he will. Goosebumps everywhere. Is it a right now? Ooh, espresso. Freaking Klingons. Why are they so violent?
The ceremonial weapon of an assassin.
An assassin.
Fortunately, his metabolic recovery is phenomenal. He will be all right.
Oh, good. Okay.
It
Phew.
does not matter. We should have let him die.
An honorable death. Yes, yes. What do you got, Data?
Apparently, the Klingons recently captured a Romulan ship. They clearly indicated transmission from the outpost to the Romulan ship moments before the shields went down.
But how can you prove who sent it?
Just before the Intrepid's gap begins, the time base on both files are in perfect sync. Look at what happens to the signal after the shields are dropped.
They are no longer synchronous.
Commander, somebody's been rewriting history.
So they were falsified?
You're getting close to something, Lieutenant. Something they care a great deal about protecting.
It is not just Duras, but the High Council itself that is my enemy.
I see.
I must choose another Chadich. I would like your permission to ask one of the crew.
Well, of course, Lieutenant. Choose whomever you wish.
Then I would ask you.
Yeah. Okay.
Jilajnesh.
Wow.
Jijket Jagmijaj. Accept.
You could have no better man by your side than Picard. Picard and Worf, what a team!
Keep your place, Picard.
This is my place.
He is now
By
my
his
Tadiq.
side.
This is not your world, human. You do not command here.
I'm not here to command.
He commands everywhere.
Be ready to fight. Something Starfleet does not teach you.
You may test that assumption at your convenience.
Not even afraid.
They were given the Defense Access Code. The record clearly shows the Romulan patrol ship receiving a personal transmission from Mulg seconds before the shields fell.
Riker to Captain Picard.
Right in the middle of the trial.
Go ahead, number one.
We've located another survivor of the Kittimer massacre. A woman who was found with Worf. Her name is Kaylest. She resides in the old quarter of the First City.
Hold on. Picard out.
Yeah, go find her, go find her.
You heard of a woman called Kaylest. She was an eyewitness to your father's activities on Kittimer.
But she died in the attack.
No, she survived. She's living in the old quarter. I'm going to find her.
Together.
Duras, you must not go alone.
Hey, I'm your Chardich.
Is he gonna go alone? You better not do anything to Picard, man. Oh, Frig. Picard wandering around the Klingon world? Get out of here.
You are Chadish. I know.
And you also know that Worf's life is at stake.
I cannot help. I am dead. A long time dead.
She's in hiding?
Was his father a traitor?
No. Mog was loyal to the Emperor. Mog suspected someone of plotting with the Romulans.
Who was the traitor?
I do not know.
Come on, think. She must have a clue. Oh, frick! She's getting jumped! Oh, Picard, yeah! Oh, shit! The old lady! Man, Picard never has to fight.
Come back with me. They won't know how much you know. It may shake loose the truth.
I will come.
I see, they're gonna kind of... They don't know how much she knows. It might shake loose the truths. Okay, I see.
Son of Moloch, judgment of...
Get back!
Yes.
The Mekba is not complete. I bring an eyewitness to the Kittimer massacre.
She should say nothing.
What is it you think you know, old woman?
Do not answer.
Yeah, don't say
It is the
anything.
rules of the Mekba that evidence be presented in open council.
She will die before she gives evidence.
This guy just kills everyone.
Are you prepared to hear her evidence in open council?
Obviously, we would not. Gilest, you can go now. It is good to see you again.
You are still fat.
Too fat.
Why did you judge my father guilty when you knew he was not?
Someone had to be blamed. Whose security code had been transmitted? Sharad.
This Habidar should have been fed to the dogs.
Right?
If the truth were known, it would shatter the council. Most certainly plunge us into civil war.
I see.
You were in Starfleet. We did not expect you to challenge the judgment.
They thought he just wouldn't even find out. Right.
You will not execute a member of my crew, nor will I turn his brother over to you.
This is not the Federation, Picard. If you defy an order of the High Council, the alliance with the Federation.
It'll be over? No way.
I will die for the Empire.
Lieutenant,
The Tadic will be silent. If you allow him to live, I will give you something that will
What?
serve your purpose far more than my death. I will accept discommodation.
Discommodation? What does that mean?
What has been said here will never be spoken of again.
You are the son of a traitor.
Should be you. Discommodation? Is he gonna become un-Klingon or something? I thought for a second we were gonna see the dissolution of the alliance between them.
I was prepared to die.
Worf wants you to live. The name of your father must someday be cleared. He needs you alive with your honor intact.
But to do this,
There will be another day. Do not forget what he does here today.
This is big. Whatever this means, whatever's gonna happen. It's not death, right?
George.
Big Knock.
Okay, it better not be death. He better not die. They just leave? They just leave? That's all? Did they all officially turn their back on him? Whew. I need to know what that means. Okay, that was season 3, episode 17. That was really cool. That was such a good one. It felt like we did a lot in that episode. The brother came aboard. We didn't even know it was his brother, and it was very kind of lighthearted. There were some jokes going around. We find out he's actually Worf's brother. So all of a sudden we have Worf possibly gonna have to die. And so the episode just did like a complete 180. And it was really cool to see though the Klingon culture and what was going on. And once again, we were dealing with a lot of ideas of, like honor, which is very important in Klingon society. And I thought it was interesting that Worf was willing to lay down his life for his brother, and Worf is a truly honorable guy, and that is important to him, and that's what the Klingons say is so important to them. But then when you go behind closed doors and you get the real story, they're actually being weasels, and the guy knows that they're lying about Worf's dad. They're not being totally honorable, and so the fact that they preach that honor is the most important thing to Klingons, and this is what Worf really believes and truly practices, when it comes down to it, the highest of the high in Klingon world society are not being honorable. They're lying. I mean, they do have their reasons. They said if the truth got out that it would lead to civil war, so they're doing it to kind of protect society, but it's not an honorable thing to be lying and accusing someone else and kind of besmirching another dude's name that is not true. Whatever the reason you're doing it, I wouldn't say that they're being truly honorable about it. Of all the Klingons that we've saw in this episode, Worf was actually the most honorable, the most truthful, doing the right thing, willing to lay down his life, the most brave. Worf is such a good guy. The best of the Klingons, actually. And they really did leave this episode on kind of a little bit of an ambiguous note. I mean, it just feels like there's more to it. It feels like more might come from this episode. I'm interested to see if any of this affects things going forward. The first half really felt like sort of a sequel, I guess, to when Riker went aboard the Klingon ship, and they sort of treated it as such. I loved that Picard had Worf's back. I mean, we've seen him basically lawyer up for Data. Now we've seen him have Worf's back. I mean, Picard, he's the hero. He's the hero of this to me. I mean, they're all great, and like I said, Worf was great in this episode too. Like a good man, a good person, a good Klingon. But Picard really goes hard for his crew, and he shows up for them every time they need him. We even got a Picard fight scene in the alleyways. I mean, this episode had a lot of stuff in it. I liked it a lot. It was really cool to get some more backstory on, Worf, first of all, and he has a brother. I mean, I love that. More about the Klingons, more about the society, more about how they function, and clearly their sort of government or whatever has secrets. I mean, it seems like there's stories to be told there. I'm excited. I'm not entirely sure what the implications are of what happened at the end with Worf, but it seemed like they literally turned their backs on him. Even his brother, he had to. So I think Worf is not welcome there as a Klingon anymore. This is sort of the impression I get. Not sure. Don't have to tell me. I'm sure I'll find out. But that's the impression that I get. That's serious. That is. I mean, it's important to Worf to be respected as a Klingon, I think. This one was really cool. I love Worf, so always happy to see more about Worf. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I had a great time. I hope you had a great time too, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.